Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Good morning. Good morning.
You guys, I look so forward to this every week. My hair was going like curly. It was.
Well, you have curly hair. You're
I know.
so lucky.
Good morning. My name is Jodi.
I'm Tracie.
We are the Grocery Girls.
And we are sisters, and we're coming to you from very chilly Edmonton, Alberta.
We're fiber obsessed.
Totally knitting obsessed for sure. Oh, let me do that. I can fix that for
Okay.
you. Yes, and we are here to talk about whatever.
Your color of your sweater.
I can't even with the sweater, but I have to say, I always look forward to this moment when we get to see everybody and talk about our knitting and all that stuff. But dare I say, I might even be more excited today because we've picked a topic that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
That we're diving deep today.
We're tweaking a little bit. It's our 10-year coming up right around the corner.
Yeah.
But we actually just thought we're going to do some more thoughtful discussions.
Instead of just sort of skipping over things, we say things all the time like, oh, I did the math, and oh, I did this on my sock or whatever. And we skip over it because it's something we do all the time.
Mm-hmm. And assuming we know that everyone knows what we're talking about.
We certainly don't know everything, but we are more than willing.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
We are more than willing to share what we do know.
Yeah.
And today it is sweaters. Nailed it or failed it? Right?
Love it.
And I mean, there's lots in between, and a lot of the fails were lessons learned, and we still love them for that.
Yeah, we do.
Right? We still love them. So anyway, I'm so happy to be here, and hey.
Me too. Okay. Good morning, Washington.
My eyeballs changed prescription this week.
Why?
I don't know. Menopause. Apparently, I'm blaming everything on menopause.
Why do you say that? Did you go?
I did go to the eye doctor because things were starting to look a little like not focused as I would like, right? So I'm thinking, well, I wonder if my prescription changed. And the good news is it has. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I just need new glasses.
Okay.
So that's kind of exciting to go down the glasses. And I said to my husband, look, I can just like reorder on the app. And he goes, you're getting the exact same glasses?
Yes,
I
Jeff
said,
Miller.
I have 4 pairs of these. Like,
Wow.
where have you
Taurus.
been? And the sunglasses.
Oh, yes.
Right? So I definitely have to order. Anyway.
I wonder if I think the frame is the inexpensive part, but
it is.
I wonder if you can send back the frames to relens.
I'm not going to do that. That's like a whole extra. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
If
because these are not expensive frames.
Yeah. If they were designer, then maybe, because then they're like $200, $300, $400 frames.
I just feel like now that we're getting such a good deal on these. We order through Zenny. It comes really fast to our house. And yes, I had never ordered frames that were so inexpensive before. And I was very like, we'll see how this goes. Like, we'll see if this works. So pleasantly surprised.
So pleasantly surprised.
So when I look at frames that are 500, 600, 700, I just kind of think to myself, I just can't. Like, in all good, it must make me look like who the heck knows. If I'm trying it on, it's got to be like whoever looking back at me. It's got to make me look so much better than real life.
That is so funny.
So I'm feeling like, I'm very happy with my inexpensive frames.
Me too, because then for me, it's a little less guilt when I have 2 or 3 pairs, because now it's progressive, right?
Yes.
They're readers.
Yes.
I have an over 4, -4 prescription, so they're very thick. I get them compressed.
Okay.
It's all these add-ons that are like,
yeah.
Anyway, so it's good.
I totally agree. And I want the sunglasses. So whatever it is for my glasses will be times 2.
Okay, but then I'm the loser that leaves them on, going into Safeway.
Oh, I know.
Walking around, and then I'm thinking, oh.
She's that person.
No, but then I put them on my head thinking I cannot walk around. But then I can't see a thing, so then I'm putting it on to...
Done that a million times. I'm in the same boat. It's so funny. Anyway.
That's so funny.
We've been going to a million doctor's appointments. Nothing like major. It's just all these checkups are clustered.
Yes.
Dental. I had dental work done.
What?
A million years ago, I had bonding
Yes,
to
I remember.
fill.
Yeah.
So this was like the 3rd time I've had it redone.
What about a veneer?
I don't know what that means, but no.
Well, they file your tooth down a bit and then put a porcelain thing right over it.
No.
You know.
Jodi, This was like 45 minutes in and
yeah.
out. If it was no longer an option, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. Do you want to have your tooth filed down and spend way more money? No, I really don't.
But speaking of this is a perfect transition. I cracked my molar in half. I'm going to the dentist at 1:15 today.
Gross. Oh, no.
I think, listen.
What does that mean? Crown?
No, I'm going to have it pulled. It was compromised anyway. It was so loose. My teeth are so bad, not to go into a lot of detail, but from smoking for so many years, terrible deep pockets, bone loss, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no point. There's no point in doing that. I'm going to have it removed.
And it's way back here.
And then I'm going to get 2 implants. Then I don't have to wear this thing in my mouth.
What thing?
This.
I will not have to ask you. When we're going out, I won't have to say, did you remember your tooth?
Right.
This will just be like part of you.
Right. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So you guys, it was already compromised. It had a filling. It was loose already.
And our dentist is so gentle, Jodi. It's going to be no biggie.
Yeah.
Even Georgia's had teeth pulled and she was like, I barely felt it.
Yes.
And she's like, biggest fucking
chicken. Nobody's big. Her and I going together, we'd be like on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's what I'm doing after. I had to postpone my mammogram to Monday.
Yes.
Anyway,
fun. This is the medical appointment podcast.
Okay.
This is the portion. I think we might be done now.
We're done now.
But I'm blaming everything on menopause. I'm going to blame having your tooth pulled on menopause too.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, Golden Globes. I know it was like almost 2 weeks ago because it happened the weekend that we podcasted. Yeah. But the Golden Globes dresses, you guys.
I always love the Golden Globes. They're my favorite because they combine the TV, the movies, and now the podcasts.
I know.
Were you surprised Aimee Poehler won?
No.
I love her podcast. I listened to most of the ones that were up. I was so
Smartless,
thrilled.
I would have thought could have been a real
Mel
close.
Robbins is huge.
Yes.
I am thrilled.
I just finished listening to Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Listened to it
Good
yesterday.
Hang with Aimee Poehler. She has such amazing energy, you guys.
I feel
it's
like
a pleasure to listen to.
I don't know how old she is.
I think she's our age.
She's I feel like we could go for
Do you think she's older? No, I think she's
No,
our age.
I don't think she's older. Anyway, all the things she kind of talks about personally, I just think to myself, you sound like a girlfriend. Like, I feel like I would be totally fine bitching about my normal life, and she would be like, I know, I'm the same.
Totally. That's so funny.
Thrilled to see Aimee win. But yes, the dresses are incredible.
How old is Aimee Poehler?
It works faster when 54.
She's exactly between you and I.
I'm 56. You're 50.
I'm 54.
She's your age.
I'm 55 this year.
But
I'm 54 right now.
Okay. Well. Oh my gosh, that realization.
Yeah.
So yes, I figure like anywhere within 5 or 6 years. You guys, I love all your comments. Thank you so much. Somebody said they're packing right now to move on Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the
Bless
worst.
you. I'm so sorry. But it will be worth it.
It is in the end. It's awful going through it. But also what I had a really good time with, and it's really, really easy for me, is purging.
Right.
Being able to go through and knowing, like, there's no way I'm bringing this to the next house when I haven't used it in 3 years.
Especially when you can donate it to really good places and you feel good about it. Like, it's great to just, somebody else will have a new life somewhere else.
Can you imagine having a garage sale?
Jodi, we did that. When we were really young and we didn't have a lot of money and we sold all these kids' clothes.
Stupid.
I remember I got $500 out of it. It was so much work. I bought a barbecue.
Yeah.
The money went in and out. I bought a barbecue with it. It was...
That's so funny.
It's such a culturally... you and I split $1,000.
Yeah.
And I remember loving that the clothes were going somewhere else and they were going to continue on because I don't like waste.
No.
And I would never just throw things away and all that stuff. And, as young mums and, all these kids and expenses, it was a great way to get a little few bucks.
Yeah.
It's also this crazy culture. There's people that's what they do all weekend in the summers. They go to garage sales.
Yeah. And I think specifically looking for like antiques to flip, right? Like they're in and out in 4 seconds and they know if they're going to find something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was awful.
I do remember a lady that came and said she was like a foster mother, and we were just like, here, take it. Like everything, whatever you would work for you, just take it. Because between the two of us, we had a lot of clothes.
Yeah. No.
Right? We had 3 girls between us that had a lot of clothes. I don't know that I had so many boy clothes really because it was just my son, but there was such good stuff in that garage. So yes, I imagine having a garage sale. It was such a traumatic experience that I will never do it again. I just rather giving it away. I would just rather give it away.
Because I said to our parents, I wonder if, thinking about moving into a bungalow as you're aging is something to think about. My mom's like, never. I'm dying.
I don't know why you wasted your breath.
I know.
It's never going to be considered.
No.
If it hasn't been considered by now, it's a no-go.
Right.
No, there's some adamant feelings about that. That's so funny.
Was I couldn't even finish before mom said, no, it's not ever happening. Anyway.
I see Star. Good morning.
Star.
Good morning to our friend BJ. Anyway, yeah, funsies.
Yeah. I brought sweaters. We're going to talk about stuff. Do we want to start with talking about our sweaters, or
You want to talk about what we're wearing?
let's do that?
Do it.
It's impressive. You must talk about what
I
you're
will.
wearing.
I will. I loved it. Spoiler alert. I love this sweater.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell us what you're wearing, though.
Okay, so I'm wearing, I wanted to bring this as part of I brought different styles of construction sweaters. And this one is the Turtle Dove, and it's by our friend Melissa.
Turtle Dove 2?
Yes, the thinner one. It's funny because I did put on my Turtle Dove 1 this morning out of Luft. It is much heavier.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think it's all the cotton.
Could be.
The cotton netting of that.
Is it bulky?
It's a bulky weight.
It's bulky.
So they sort of, and I think I love this about them. So Melissa designed the sweater with Luft. At the time they owned a yarn shop, they carried all the wool folk. And I'm not sure why. I think maybe accessibility, price. It was a very pricey yarn.
Yeah.
So they or maybe they just wanted another weight of the sweater. I don't know. But then the Turtle Dove 2 came about, and it was designed in Drops Air, which is also another blown yarn. And you're right, Jode. Totally different feel. It's much lighter, but it's also more of like an Aran weight, not the bulky. So, and more affordable. Like win, win, win. I love them both.
I have to say, I'm ready for a bit of a glean. We're going to talk about a gleaner. Where I'm going to mention sweaters need to be cleaned. So, but this is an oversized Raglan construction.
Deep Raglan.
Deep Raglan. Like my armpits here, and you can see where my Raglan is. But you guys, I would say probably close to 20 inches of positive ease.
It's a very square fit, which I love.
I wish I could back up a little more here. Let me try.
You can decide how much ease you want. Like you can choose the size that gives you less ease or more ease, whatever you're comfortable with. It's intended to be this cozy sweater. It's got a turtleneck. Yeah. It's in this light, airy yarn. And I think if you want to knit with Woolfolk Luft and knit the first one, I think you should. It's also phenomenal.
It's beautiful.
But every time you wear this, and this is years old now, Jode.
You guys, it's really held up.
I love it.
Let me tell you, it is light and fluffy as air. Aptly named. Mm-hmm. It is just a beautiful, heathered, kind of light, flowy, beautiful fabric.
And I think, too, there's like Sneffnug is a beautiful yarn that would work for this. There's other blown yarns now that you'll probably be able to get gauge with. But the weight when you use, especially this, like so light.
Yeah. Yes.
And cozy and warm.
Cozy and warm.
You're not sacrificing warmth because the sweater feels light.
I would choose this yarn and this pattern again and again and again. No notes.
And I think too, the color for me, when I see you wear it, the dark charcoal is very elegant. I love it.
It is. There's a bit of a heather in it. It feels like you guys can kind of see that. But
I don't
love
have a dark
it.
sweater like that. I think I need to do that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because I think it really is so versatile. Like, dress it up, dress it down, get more, wear out of it lots of places.
I did do the sleeve to the pattern. She has it like a 3/4 sleeve. There's no decreases in the sleeve. And I like to layer it with a long sleeve tee.
Yeah, it's so great. Jodi, it's beautiful. Well, I have a new finished object today. This one was one I've been working on not that long.
No.
And it's fast. I know I knit another sweater in the middle, so it would have been done way long ago. It's also blown yarn. It's the Broom sweater by Andrea Mowry, which she designed in Farmer's Daughter Fibres Odang DK. Her DK weight alpaca.
Right.
Surrey alpaca.
Yeah.
So gorgeous, right? I would love to do that as well. But when we were away this summer, we met the ladies of Punk Rock Unicorn Yarn, and they had a sample like this, and I was like, oh, I love it. It feels amazing. And she said, oh, yeah, and you can get it out of 3 skeins. And I was like, I don't think so.
There's a lot of yardage on it.
So I bought 4.
Okay.
This is the end of my 3rd skein.
Ah.
I still have not touched the 4th.
Wow. She was right.
So I should have just listened, but not really because I hate yarn chicken. So I'm good.
Yeah.
It's got a double folded neckband, which I did modify. I think she wanted you to knit it super, like, I don't know, like 5.5. I don't know. Whatever the dimensions were, I thought to myself, my neck's not super long. I'm cutting it back. So if you look at other ones, you might think, well, my neckband's not as opulent or big or whatever. You can do that however you want. Do I wish I had done it deeper? Maybe not, but I think I also would have been okay to just follow what she said.
It's really cute. Little 1.5 inch mock turtleneck.
Yeah, I think I did 4 inches and folded it.
Yeah, nice.
Which I love a folded neckband now. Like I'm all about it. This is like your turtle dove. It's very straight, very boxy.
Yeah.
I love the fit. Like I think it's, and we're going to talk more about fit and how you choose your size in a bit. She had decreases in the pattern, but because of the size I picked and the gauge and the size of my arm, I didn't do any decreases.
Well, I love that choice. I do love a little bit of a relaxed sleeve. Not always.
I love it. I actually don't like
too much of a...
I don't love a fitted sleeve, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So as knitters, right, we get to decide, and that's one of the things I love so much. So Punk Rock Unicorn Yarn, 3 skeins. But I just said to Jodi when she came here, I said, you know what? I think it's an inch too short. I'm going to undo. I just did a regular bind off. No tubular bind off for me. Although I did do the Italian sewn bind off on the cuff edges, which I think you see all the time.
I don't think you see it on the bottom as much.
I don't think so either. I don't notice it. I didn't want to sew that circumference. And I'm very happy with the result. So now when I go to unpick it, I will just unpick the tail, and one stitch will pop off and I'll put it on a needle, and another stitch will pop off and I'll put it on the needle. It's not going to be any hassle to go knit another, 8 or 10 rounds on this sweater and call it a day.
You'll be so happy with it.
I will.
I'm actually getting a delivery this morning of my Sky Rizzy from the pharmacy.
Here?
Yeah, it needed signature. So again.
Okay, well, okay.
This morning.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So if I have to run and get the door.
Yeah, totally. I don't remember signing for it last time, but.
I actually asked them specifically to leave them without a signature. I forgot that this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did I think of this pattern? It's an Andrea Mowry pattern. It's written beautifully. It's got lots of sizes available. This yarn, like a fuzzy light yarn like this, I want 10 sweaters in it.
It's funny how I knit with the Drops Air. It's not the first time I've knit with the Drops Air, but you kind of like, for me, I'm like, okay, I've knit with that. I've moved on and I'm going to knit with other things. But then I go back and put this on and I think, I could have every single one of my sweaters in this yarn.
I know.
They got rid of their Wish, which was, I think, their bulky one. It was beautiful.
That would be beautiful.
It was beautiful. But so if you can find it where you are, that's great. But they're not making it anymore.
Right. And I did knit one of these in Snefnug. Also love it. I haven't had a bad experience with that kind of yarn yet. And this is the same. This is more like a worsted weight, I think. 300 meters on a 100 gram skein.
I think it's
a lot of yarn.
And easily knits to a DK. So I think you're
somewhere
getting
in there.
A lot of yardage.
Yeah.
I knit it beautifully to what I considered like a DK, a nice weight. So.
Okay, and so what I did do for this, and maybe I can just say this quickly, because I think I modified, I was in between sizes for the amount of ease that I wanted. So I cast on for the low end of in between those sizes. I cast on for the smaller size.
Yeah.
And then when I got to separating for my sleeves, you can do it 2 ways if you want. You can either add more stitches on the body part of when you're doing the raglan. Just be careful because anything you cast on under this underarm also adds bulk to your sleeve.
Right.
So if you're happy with the sleeve stitch count, I would recommend just increasing on the body portions of one of your last couple of raglans.
Right.
And that will just give you more stitches on the front and back for the circumference of the body.
Right.
And then just continue with the pattern when you separate for sleeves and cast on.
Yeah.
If you're wanting a little more room in your sleeve, you can absolutely just cast on, half of the number of stitches on under either underarm.
Or you
So I did do that. I
Yeah.
cast on, and like for this sweater, 4 stitches was 1 inch.
Yeah. Oh God, that's
So
nice.
there's not much tweaking.
What size needle?
I knit this on a 5.5 millimeter needle. Like Bob's your uncle. This thing goes. Right? So I would absolutely knit another one of these.
Oh, it's beautiful.
For sure. It's a really quick.
I think you can even, that for me is a worsted gauge.
Yeah. And I think it's because, Andrea knitted, like I said, with this DK from Farmer's Daughter Fibres, their Surrey alpaca, really fluffy. It's called DK, but because it's so fluffy, all that fills in gaps in between your stitches, right? So you can knit it on a bigger needle, and yet the fabric doesn't seem loose because all the fluff is filling in all the gaps.
I have a couple bags of that undyed in my studio. Yeah.
And, as I was finishing up this, I thought to myself, the next time I see Farmer's Daughter Fibres,
Treat yourself.
sure. And also, her Recollect yarn is still one of my most favorite yarns ever, and I knit that and gave it to you. That Miserina, that blue
wear it
one.
all
It's such great yarn.
the
That
time.
Rambouillet. Like, it's just insanely amazing. So, it's fun that you can do these kinds of things at lots of price points. I don't know. I know Knit Picks is going to have a version. I think they've got a blown yarn version like this.
Sure.
So, there's all kinds of ways to and price points to knit. And that's such an important thing for sweater knit.
Yeah.
Just because you spend more money on the yarn does not make your sweater better, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
No, I love that. Okay. What else is next? I have an FO that I did not knit, but my daughter
exciting.
did. My daughter, Jordan, dyed the yarn and knit me a sweater. Do you see what's in there?
She knit you a sweater?
No. Hat.
Wow.
There's sparkle.
Let me see. Okay, first of all, this yarn color. Oh, I see it. I see the sparkle.
One little strand.
So it's the thread version.
No, it's the bloom.
Oh, I see the little sequins.
It's
Yes.
the Make It Bloom.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's a 1x1.
Oh, you
rib.
can totally. You just saw the glint of your sequins.
The little winks.
Such
love
a
it.
cute hat, and the color is amazing.
Thank you. I love it. Love it, love it. What else have you been knitting?
Well, it's funny you ask.
Did you cast on something new?
Yes. Honestly, I only knit this up until a couple days ago because I don't have socks on the needle. It's skimpy. My needles are pretty naked, if I'm being honest. In this cute little bag by Blueberry Gabs.
We love her
Who's
making.
an awesome maker out of Ontario here in Canada. I cast on a sparkly hat.
Oh, that's gore.
It's so good. This is Alpaca Cloud from Frankie Gray Fibres in the color Lilac Ice. And this is the Lang Paillettes, which is also, we kind of call it Mega Bling. All our bling comes from the Crafty Jackalope in her bling bar.
I love this color.
This is so good. Like, I'm knitting it and I keep showing it to Georgia. This hat's amazing.
Of course it's for Georgia if it's purple.
She bought herself a new winter coat, and so all the knits don't even match anymore. And I was like, on it, I got you. So I'm just knitting a very basic beanie. Oh my gosh, what? Listen, the sparkle is amazing on video and it's insanely gorgeous in real life.
But look how, okay, so this sparkle on its own is crazy incredible.
Yeah.
Look how once they just get nestled into that fuzz, they just keep peeking out.
It's so beautiful. And at the time, so this, I'm wanting to cast on a hat for her. Also very picky about her hats.
Why? What is she like? What does she not like?
No folded brim, no pom-pom.
That we have a problem. We have a problem.
I
with
almost
that.
said to her, well, you're on your own then. Go find your own damn hat. Likes it to fit really snug, like...
Because we have a purple sparkle pom-pom in the shop.
Oh, maybe she doesn't know how great it is. So anyway, I'm like, what hat do I want to knit? And you think, okay, you go to Ravelry, there's a million hats. I did not want to spend time sifting through patterns that I love, but I just wanted to cast on. And I know she didn't want anything fancy or whatever, like a basic, beautiful hat. So I went to the Tin Can Knits app, which is such an amazing resource, and it is changing. They've got now, you can have all of your Tin Can Knits patterns from Ravelry are in the app. When you link your Ravelry name, it's all in there now. There's lots of, they keep improving it. So I just love it. But I knit their basic beanie. And we've sort of talked about it before. You can choose 3 different kinds of ribbing. 1x1, 3x1, 2x2, and all these different sizes and all these different yarn weights. So I picked the worsted weight and 2x2 rib. And I love knitting it.
Oh my gosh. I don't, you know what? I don't mind a 2x2 rib.
It's like
at
it's to me, it's like knitting a vanilla sock where it's soothing. I don't have to think about anything. It's so easy to keep track of. I'm not going to get confused or whatever. If you're knitting this for a folded brim, they're like, okay, just knit 2x2 rib for 9 inches.
Oh, that's a heavy fold. I love it.
Yeah. You need more fabric than you think to make it look really nice.
Yeah.
And when you kind of chintz out or quit early, I think most people are wishing they didn't.
Yeah.
Georgia does not want a folded brim. Hallelujah. So, which is too bad because I think it'd be amazingly cute.
I also, for some reason, don't choose a folded brim for
But
myself.
it's really cute.
Yeah, you're right. It's really cute.
Especially if you're a pom-pom person. Like
But
it kind
longer
of
the
balances
better.
out. Yeah.
Like even heavier than maybe you might think.
You have to feel good in it. So if
Yeah.
you don't love the idea, then don't do it. And it's more yarn, more knitting. You'll get a faster hat without it. But I have, so like this is 300 meters of this. It was very, like knitting this yarn and that yarn to me seemed the same.
It is not the Majestic Fluff. This is a blown in alpaca cotton core construction. Like
Yeah.
Tracie's sweater.
It really is.
It's the same. I'm guessing it's the same yarn because it's the same yardage and the same percentage.
This dark color shows the white netted core really well because it's so different than the dyed color.
Yeah.
But they just blow alpaca into this cotton. It is light and fluffy and so soft. So anyway,
Beautiful.
yes. So I got few of these because I'm also going to knit her mittens, just basic mittens to go with it, but also sparkle. I got enough sparkle to do sparkle for everything.
Nice.
So this is a joyful knit for me. I love it, and I know it's not like fancy but to me this is very beautiful.
It doesn't need to be fancy to be amazing. Like even if all you ever knit is like stockinette or ribbed or all that,
I could just knit ribbed hats. I love a ribbed hat, although I do love a stockinette hat too. But these little sequins to me are everything. Like it's such a beautiful, it's going to be amazingly gorgeous.
look at it as it just twinkles. Okay. So Kate Middleton, Princess Kate,
Yeah.
this week was at Radical Weavers where we were in Scotland
Stirling.
doing our weaving class. She was doing a weaving class this week.
I saw that on Instagram last night and I said to my husband, oh my gosh. Because we talked about our visit to Radical
Yes.
Weavers and how special that place is and how we felt so lucky that was part of our itinerary.
If you do something, go read their mission and what they're about and what they do. She has has an incredible program there for youth and troubled youth and queer community, and it's quite incredible.
I'm not surprised that this is what the the royal, their itinerary people chose to highlight, because it is such a special place and they are doing such amazing work. And then it's all based on this handcraft of weaving.
We were moved leaving.
Still, to this day,
Yes.
like you think we've had some time away and you
Yeah.
think, oh, yeah, it was good. No, it was great.
Yeah, we were moved.
And
Absolutely.
if you have the chance to go and support them in any way, whether that's going in and buying in the shop, or maybe you take a weaving workshop, or maybe you go to their website and feel that your money would be a good way to support them, you can add a donation. I was thrilled to see that she was weaving. She probably only got a few minutes. I bet she wanted to stay and finish because it's so fun.
And just to know that that's how it was spotlit. There was a spotlight put on Radical Weavers because Kate was there.
I was so happy to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, that was when there's the crossover, because we know how amazing our community and our craft, our
Yes.
fiber crafts are.
Yes.
So when you see that, giant spotlight and you think, hey, we like weaving too.
We were there first.
Yeah.
I don't want to say,
But we were. Whatevs.
No, that was exciting. Okay, so Jodi, that's my hat. We're both going to have sparkle hats.
Okay, I have a hat. Just let me get into position because I didn't quite finish yesterday.
Did you knit that? No.
Oh my God, no.
Such a liar. Like, I knew it. I knew it.
So, okay.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
I forgot the tag, but this is Fab Funky Fibres. If you don't remember or you don't know of them, they're from the UK. They're a self-striping yarn company that do incredible
They're amazing.
colorways.
Jodi.
This is one of her rainbows. This is start to finish. There's a couple of different ways to get this rainbow. Anyway.
So it would give you mismatched socks.
Yes.
Half a rainbow on each sock.
Yes. So I cranked this on my hat machine. Thank you, Joyce. And so what I did was I just picked up this. It was like a big tube. I had scrap yarn on either end.
That was my question. Okay.
Scrap yarn on either end, like this.
Just like when we do a cranked sock, right? We've got the live stitches are held with waste yarn.
So I'm not going to show you this because it's not finished, but I would pick this up like that, and I do knit two together all the way around for like 2 or 3 rounds until I got down to
quick decrease.
A very quick decrease.
What is the stitch count that you finish at? Somewhere around like 10?
12 to 15, anywhere in there.
Okay.
Based on just enough where you can...
less than 20.
Yes.
Anywhere in there is
Yeah.
going to be...
And I just started this, but when I do this, because it's a rainbow from start to finish, you guys, this is going to be folded like this.
You're going to want to do all your self-striping yarn
It's going to be
this.
reversible. I'm going to finish it so I very carefully, cinch it in and carefully close it and then bring the thread to the middle. And then this is going to be...
Jodi, it's so cute. So if people want to knit a hat that looks similar to this, there's the Musselburgh hat.
Yeah.
That is...
painstakingly boring.
Well, but that's vanilla anything.
But-
If you may think that's boring, you may love that.
Beautiful pattern.
Yeah.
Great hat.
And
but
it's also great because you don't have to swatch. You start at the top.
how about 20 inches of stockinette?
It's a Isolde teak pattern
Yes.
and that people are crazy about. And this is a lot of people's vanilla sock, this Musselburgh hat, because you start at the top and you do your increases. And it's not a paper bag style like this. It's a smooth top because you keep increasing until it's big enough for who's ever had your knitting.
Yeah.
Then you start knitting straight.
It's a great
then
pattern.
you do decreases. So it is a lot of people's vanilla. And I've seen our beloved Kat of Gauge Dye Works, her yarn also worked up in hats like this.
Yes.
Like it is,
Beautiful.
and I think anything vanilla, just like when we're knitting vanilla socks with a self-striping, it is never boring. You
No.
are dying to see what color comes next.
And just with this yarn, how the whole thing, every stripe, it's start to finish, it's a rainbow, it's completely different. The way you can turn it inside out and it's a completely
two
different.
hats.
Look at that. And two different, just the way it stops. It's just like the
And you
pink
could also make it scrappy. You could do one side of this hat self-striping,
and one solid.
one side solid. So then
Yes.
when you fold up your brim, it's highlighting the other yarn. It's so
Actually,
cute,
this is going to be
Jodi.
so I could do a little bit of a fold.
That's, I don't know about that, but okay, it's amazing. Like
Okay.
10 out of 10. Tell
So-
me,
So if you haven't, Fab Funky Fibres, I'm just going to pull her up, you guys. We've talked about her before, and I have several of her colorways. And now that I have a sock machine, now that I have a machine for all of the fingering weight self-striping I have, that I can turn these into hats.
I have an addiction to self-striping yarn.
I would say I do too.
I think there needs to be some kind of support group, not to quit self-striping yarn, but to just go, yeah, me too. I love it. I can't quit. I buy it. It's just so amazing. And it's so much fun to knit. You can use it as a second color in color work, like a color changing yarn. You can do a million different things with it.
So she is on Etsy, you guys. And
didn't know that.
she's got, but look at her colors. Look at that one with the cream in between, and
You had one that was gray in between, and it
right
was a
there,
rainbow.
there's like a blue with a rainbow, but that's the one I'm having right there. See how they're mismatched socks?
Yes.
But you can also get it where it's longer. Look at the reds and pinks.
Jodi, it's amazing. Look at that orangey one. I love that.
And these are really tiny stripes.
God, that's a ton of work. Absolutely gorgeous.
Look at that. She has it
Ooh.
where it's a longer repeat. So those short socks you saw was probably the
That
length
must be
for
what
this.
you have.
But it's the other one that's shorter. This one I had.
Because your stripes are not very skinny.
Yeah, you know what, Tracy?
I have a feeling yours is the big
You're
chunks.
probably right. But look at all these stripes, you guys.
Yeah, I know. So good.
Anyway, she's
So
amazing.
good. And I feel like if you ever make striped socks, if you're someone that loves to knit for other people, these are not things you can get in the store.
No.
It's certainly not the artistic kind of striping that indie dyers do.
Yeah.
They're always, I think, very well received. People love funky striped socks. That's beautiful.
And people like, the yarn jar that I discovered. If anyone has her contact other than her Etsy contact, hit me up. Because
What do you mean?
Well, she closed her Etsy store.
She did.
She did. And I thought she was just on a break. It is closed.
So maybe she's not doing yarn anymore.
She might not be.
Or maybe on a break.
She might not. Usually with Etsy, you can put your shop on holiday mode.
Yeah, but maybe that's not what's happening.
It's like this shop is closed when you try and find her. Oh. Anyway,
maybe you could see an old email.
I tried,
from
but it's
her.
through Etsy.
Oh.
It's like an Etsy kind of back end.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm grateful to have...
Even just to say, oh my God, I love your yarn. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're
I'm
doing.
panicking.
Right.
Anyway, this is bringing me joy to crank these and finish them off. Max, I thought probably will get this because it's like a big queer rainbow. So,
Jodi.
love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that. I have literally nothing on the needles, but I need mittens. I need new mittens. And I don't know.
you?
Yeah, I do. Well,
What about
do I need
salvo?
them? No.
You
but
love
I'm
knitting them.
craving that project. So I'm sort of looking through stuff. And over the last couple weeks since we've been here, I've been to like 3 of our local yarn shops for whatever reason.
Listen, you have to support local.
It's been so great. Actually, the day after our last video, we went out to Joe's Yarn Garden to their knit morning.
Every Friday.
It was so much fun.
Wasn't it?
Well, first of all, I used to go to knit night when the yarn shop was closer over here.
We did.
Thursday nights, remember? We would
Yeah.
go. And it is fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to hang around and see what people are making and just chit chat for a bit. And then, of course, because it's in a yarn shop, you come home with a skein of yarn. So we were at Joe's Yarn Garden, and the girls there were having like a little informal ooey gooey cowl knit along. And one of them had done her color work with this Manos Marla yarn.
Actually, I don't think I knew about this.
Yes. So it's 100% superwash merino, and it's barber pulled and color changing. It's beautiful. It's so soft. And you get, how many on here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 250 meters. And she said she only used one.
It's beautiful.
So one of the ladies did like fluff as the main color, and this was her
beautiful
contrast color. So
did she use this exact one? Color?
No, I don't know.
This is a beautiful
But
color.
more than one of them used this yarn as a color changing yarn. And I thought it was really pretty. And Manos, I love supporting Manos. It's a collective, which, you know, you get
They're
to
in
see.
Peru?
You get to see, they're part of the World Fair Trade Organization. They're in Uruguay. And it's providing work for rural women.
Right.
And it's beautiful yarn, but it also has that really special part of it. Well, I think it's special. This color's called Licorice.
It's really beautiful.
Tin Can Knits pattern is free. Oh, yes, sorry, that basic beanie pattern. I wanted to talk about free patterns, too, when we talk about sweaters.
Okay.
Because they're not all the same. Meaning free doesn't mean good for everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Cecilia.
Yeah? Hi, Cecilia. Oh, hi.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up. Someone suggested, someone said they're knitting the Spruce Mittens right now.
Oh, okay, what's that?
I'm gonna look it up.
Like, do I need mittens? No. I have a basket by my back door, and it's got fingerless mitts and regular mitts, and I love them. But I wear mitts every day in the winter when my hands are cold. I don't know if I'm just a big baby, but I hate my hands being cold. That's all. I hate it.
I know, but do you need a new sweater? Like, that's what I mean. Like, if knitting mittens bring you joy, cast on the fucking mittens.
I'm gonna do it. And actually, my husband's like, I should take a picture of my sweater shelf one day because it's double deep and, you know, jammed.
Oh, these are really pretty.
And he's like, well, oh yeah, of course, because you need another sweater. I said, it's not about need.
What about you and your golf balls, Jeff?
Right. Oh, those are amazing.
Aren't
That's
they
beautiful.
pretty?
Yes, I love the texture. Those are really, really pretty.
Looks like a worsted weight. Let me see.
I'm not surprised you're knitting
Aran.
those. Ooh, I love an Aran too.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you for the suggestion. I love those.
Okay, I have one more thing that was jumped on my knit. No, I have two more things. You guys.
Who are you?
Look at this.
Okay,
What?
did you make that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Chicken.
Did you? No.
I promise you.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's gorgeous.
I think I would do it a little bit
Tell me how this went.
I pictured it was going to be like, I imagined in my head it was going to be like this. So it's quite small.
She's gorgeous.
But of course it is. It was supposed to have another color beak, but I actually think the way it has like the corner right
with the
there.
little holes.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks
a little
pointy.
chicken. I'm going to show you guys. It's 2 granny squares that you end up seaming 3 of the sides. And then when you have one side open, instead of closing it like you did the other ones, you just fold it the opposite way and do that. And
Jodi, now, was this a special granny stitch stitch?
Yes.
It looks a little bit.
Yes. It is, and I'll show you remember I showed you guys last time?
I couldn't love this anymore.
It's so adorable, and I just use scraps.
Here's what I think you should do. I think you should double strand.
Yes, I want a bigger
this
one.
yarn and make a biggie.
I'm going to.
That's so cute.
I'm going to do a little beak.
So I could do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
You're going to do a beak?
I'm going to do a beak. I actually put the beak in a funny spot, so I actually cut it off.
Nice.
But then I thought, oh yeah, it kind of looks like a beak, but I want to do a beak.
Okay, I'm going to throw my daughter under the bus. When you said cut off. Big Taylor Swift fan. Who isn't?
Yes.
She's bought all these amazing sweaters online, the Taylor Swift sweater collection. They're so cute. She wears them all the time. And she came up to me and said, like, I taught her how to wash sweaters and to properly wash and block them. And she's been very good with that.
Aren't those usually acrylic that you can throw in the washer and dryer though?
I don't know, because it did say something about hand washing.
Yeah, of course.
And she's had to sew buttons back on.
Those are
It's
such
been
good
such
skills.
a good thing for her.
Yes.
She comes up to me and she goes, can you repair this? And it's like a hole. And I said to her, I don't know.
Georgia?
If I'm being honest, I don't know if I can repair it. And it was kind of right by a cable. And I will try my best. I don't know if I have yarn that matches this, especially cream, right? Like all the creams are so different. And then I said to her, I can't figure out how this happened. She goes, well, there was like a thread and I cut it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Here's the thing, though, too. I would get, not everybody knows I can just cut off a thread. And that's a really good point to make. Georgia, don't cut threads.
I said to her, you cut your sweater?
But like if you just kind of thought, oh, there's an extra thread, I'm just
Listen, she'll never do it again. But I said to her, that's very tempting.
Yeah.
When things are like,
yeah.
But that could have been the last little strand holding this together, and it would have been way easier to repair if I could just do duplicates. Anyway, I said to her, don't cut your sweaters. I said, if you have something going wrong with it, bring it to me before you go to your sweaters.
That's so funny.
But who hasn't snipped a thread on a sweater?
Right. And go, whoops, that was a little close.
Oh, now it's like a 1-inch hole and a cable.
Okay, what about a patch?
I told her I make no promises. I will repair it, and if it looks really bad, I will embroider something on top of it.
That's getting a lazy daisy.
I will lazy daisy the shit out of your Taylor Swift sweater.
I just want to show you guys because I know
she was devastated.
Tracie's had these eyes. These are the safety eyes, right? And of course you can embroider, but I actually think this is really darn cute with the safety eyes.
They're amazing, a safety eye.
So I went on Amazon, you guys, because I wanted safety eyes. But I have to say, I want to show you. I'm not going to.
They're so cute, Jode. Are they cut? Are they? Is it tape shot? No.
These are safety eyes, and I'm going to show you. They have colored ones that looks like it has little eyeballs.
See, that could be for a frog.
But then it has noses.
Oh, no way.
Safety noses.
So when our kids were really little and I was... Oh, feet. Oh, my God, that's so cute. Little paws.
Safety paws.
When our kids were little and I was doing this,
little
these were harder to find.
This is on Amazon for about $15. Look at a little nose with nostrils.
Oh, that's really cute.
I don't know if you can see that.
So that would be very handy.
I mean, it's not my favorite thing to support Amazon because I couldn't find them anywhere else unless
these are not here in Canada, not super easy to find.
Yeah.
I did see them at Michael's at one point.
Okay, I could not find them again.
But they're like a bag of this size, a bag of that size, and maybe they don't have your size.
Yeah. So they have the solid black in about 3 sizes and then the fun colored ones. Anyway, I thought this was a great thing to have. $20 or less.
Not only is it a great thing to have, if you are knitting these things for little kids, you have to use safety eyes.
Yeah. Do not use buttons.
You will you can't, buttons choke city.
Yeah.
You either embroider an eye on or use safety eyes because it's very dangerous choking hazard. So I think I ended up buying mine on Etsy years and years ago.
And
but it wasn't.
You can find them if you're willing to wait for the mail.
Pretty much.
I don't have. It's like part of my DNA where if I needed it an hour ago. So that's why I wanted to finish. I wanted to finish for the podcast. So that's what I did.
They're such a great thing to have. Stashed away in your little craft drawer.
This would be great as a little class. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I agree.
So that was really fun.
No kidding.
Super fun.
You know what I love about that? That is an instant gratification project.
Yes.
Because knitting or crocheting 3 granny squares does not take very long.
Yes.
And it's so fun.
Oh, I had that done in an evening. I would fit.
You could even put it away and do the stuffing the next night, right? But like make your little squares.
That's what I ended up doing.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I had so much fun.
Somebody said safety eyes are only safe for kids 3 and up. Yeah, whatever they say.
Okay.
But the thing is, they've got those backings on them that's sort of like a wall plug.
Yes.
Like you can't pull them
exactly
out. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I were knitting for very small children, I would be embroidering eyes, which also looks really cute, right? Just to embroider a little circle.
I agree.
Super cute.
There are other ways around it. I promise I won't put the chicken's eyes in my mouth. That's so funny.
I don't even believe you.
I have one more knitting thing. What else do you have?
I don't have it, you guys.
Okay, good. I have one more knitting thing. You won't believe it. And then we'll get into sweaters.
I won't believe it.
Okay, so this is called the Phase Slipover by Iris H. And I had showed you guys last time that Jordan and I were going to cast on the petite knit, the holiday slipover.
Yeah.
Which I loved. There's no reason I didn't cast that on other than I didn't get gauge. And I thought,
You didn't get gauge, so you just moved on to something that is the gauge of your pattern.
And I just thought
or
this would be a
swatch.
really nice example because we were going to be talking about sweaters, how you can go in, and we've talked about it a little bit before. You can go in and put your gauge in and then find a sweater. There's a couple of ways, right? So I thought so that's what I did. And I'll show you guys when we talk about sweaters and Ravelry that I put in what my gauge was and searched vest in patterns and chose a vest that way.
So that's the thing. So many people get frustrated with knitting a swatch. And I think that might be part of the reason why people hate swatching. Because you don't always match the designer's gauge and your yarn is different and whatever. So Jodi, I love this. This is sort of how we choose to knit sweaters now.
Yes.
Hi, G.
Hi, George. Is she talking to me? Georgia, just really quick, hon. I do have a pharmacy dropping off a box. If the doorbell rings, hon, you might have to sign for it.
If you
Is that
ask,
okay?
if there's a guy with a big box, please answer the door.
Like this big. Just like this big. It's 150 pounds. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
That's not the end of the road. You don't have to be frustrated. You can measure your gauge of your swatch and go, okay, I love this yarn. Maybe you've fallen in love with this yarn and you love this fabric. Now we find a pattern.
Well, and that's what happened. And I thought this is a really good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we were saying, like, it's really not, like you were saying, to talk about these things where we kind of maybe gloss over things.
We totally do.
We know a bit about sweater knitting.
Yeah.
But not everyone does, and not everyone's experienced. So we want to make sure we kind of cover these
And everybody's
topics.
at different stages all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe people have just started watching and they're just getting into sweater knitting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to be mindful of everybody's journey, right? That we're all doing different things at different times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a vest where you build the back section here, the back section between your
top
of your
down.
shoulders to the below your shoulder blades. Then you pick up the stitches here. The nice thing about this pattern too is it's a crew neck version or a V-neck version.
Oh, that's really nice.
Right? And then you
Yeah.
build the two sides, and then now I'm connected in the round. How cute is this?
It's amazing.
I kind of got bored of knitting in the round for a moment. So what I did was I went back and I picked up my stitches for my collar.
Oh, good idea.
There's instructions for a folded version of your ribbing, but I decided to not do that because I thought my yarn was really bulky. I'm holding it double, DK held double. It's kind of a thinner DK.
It is.
And I'm getting about...
What's your needle size?
8
millimeter? Because I looked at this, the gauge is 12 stitches
Tracie?
equals 4 inches. 3 stitches per inch.
But because this yarn is kind of a woolenish spun,
this is such a nice
it's
fabric.
really not heavy.
See, and it's kind of open. It's really hard to tell with dark yarn, but you can kind of see my hand. This is not a tight fabric. This is
No.
something that's going to be drapey.
Oh, it's beautiful and squishy.
And I feel like that's your perfect yarn choice for me. Like, you can get lots of yarns will give you 12 stitches per inch, but if your yarn is really thick,
yeah.
and it's like it gives you that iron like fabric, I don't love that.
No.
To me, I would always go down in a yarn weight, and I love the drapey open fabric more to wear. I like that.
And something to keep in mind when you're holding something double like that, and I have something that's in a double DK superwash knit, it gets heavy.
yeah.
It gets heavy, but this is woolen spun-ish, so it's light as a feather. You know, it's airy.
I love it. This is
It's light.
This is Hedgehog Fibres Tweedy,
Yeah.
which is an amazing wool blend.
It's got recycled
Just a sec.
bits where it's mulched
Here.
and spun into the yarn.
So it looks like this. It comes in a lot of colors. Originally, it came in just the undyed, and then this noir, they call it. This is noir, I think is the color. It is
And this is all sheep.
50% merino, Falkland merino, 37.5% of a recycled wool.
Yeah.
And then the rest is their little tweedy threads.
Yeah.
But it is it's like, you're right. It's a light decay, and I love this yarn.
And I'm enjoying this. This will be on me for Canmore.
Stop it. You're going to wear the crap out of
You know
this
what
thing.
happened yesterday?
No.
I had a follow-up x-ray for my hip. Nothing, just a kind of a yearly, let's see what it looks like after a year.
Yeah.
I popped in to Spruce Grove Imaging, an hour and 15 minutes.
No
waiting.
appointment.
No. You don't need appointments for x-rays.
Well, if you don't want to wait an hour, you do, right?
It's crazy. Anyway.
That's
and
too
it
bad.
got caught without my knitting.
Oh, no.
I could have, this body could have been done.
Oh, no.
Well, maybe not quite, but.
No wonder you were so irritated.
Right. Anyway.
You need knitting to keep the knitters happy and calm.
You know what
Jodi, this is so beautiful. I think
you.
you're going to wear it so much. Tell me about the length choice for you here.
I think it's going to be not waist length, probably 2 inches longer.
Oh, longer than, okay.
Yeah, not cropped.
I thought maybe it was going to be a shorter situation.
Not like your length right now, but like what
It's
you're
just below my waist.
So maybe
it's this much below my waist.
You want to add an inch or two? I think that's where I'm going to end up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's so much fun knitting. It's very vanilla, but I really liked, you guys, the building of the back portion, and then you put these stitches on hold, and then you come back up and you pick up the stitches for each shoulder.
Is Jordan doing this pattern too?
No, she hasn't cast anything on.
Okay.
She's still in her hat phase.
That's okay.
But
because she should do like a bulky, like double strand this stuff.
Yes.
Probably, right? Like
she's got double stranding the air.
Oh yeah. Great. Yeah. All of that.
Anyway, this has been so much fun to knit.
I can't love this yarn anymore. I think it's so beautiful.
I've had it for ages.
Especially the dark. It really makes the little tweedy,
this
bright.
Was a birthday gift from you years ago.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know why I gave you black yarn because I don't even like knitting with it. But it was like the new thing. It just like, this is the new thing.
And here's the thing with this yarn, you guys. It's just shy of black. Like it's like a...
soft black,
dark charcoal. There is an element of heather to it.
I mean,
and
it's
then
definitely
the tweed.
darker than what you're wearing.
Yes,
it's definitely darker.
Darker.
But I would say it's still black.
I'm using my light over top, like my lights. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
No, it's amazing yarn, and like I said, it comes in all these soft colors now.
Yeah,
I love it.
Good. You won't believe I have a sample I knit.
That's crazy.
That's so funny. Okay.
So funny. So I was out shopping, like I said, at our local yarn shops. And when I was out at Numana Yarns, which is actually a really fun yarn shop, Tammy's an indie dyer. Her shop is beautiful. And she's got shouldn't say a million. She's got so many bases. And they do all kinds of classes. And it's mostly her yarn. And then she's got a few other little things also.
Like enhancement yarn,
kind of, yeah. So I was also like in my what mittens am I going to knit situation, and my winter coat is this color, and
that's
so
beautiful.
This is her Fosbury worsted, which is a superwash merino. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then I saw she had sparkle dark rainbow. I think this is one of the newer Make It tweeds. And when I was cashing out, the lady at the till said, "You would not believe how much of this stuff we've been selling lately." And I said, Tanis Lavely of Tanis Fiber Arts just released a sweater pattern, and one of her versions, she holds this.
That's the
solid.
colorway.
No, she's holding the OG original rainbow. But I said to her, it's all over the knitting internet right now, this yarn, and it's been highlighted so beautifully, so I'm not surprised. You are. So I was thinking, maybe I just hold this together and make a pair of mittens.
Yes.
Like, why not?
Yes.
It's a little bit of sparkle, and it's a lot of rainbow. And I think it's kind of darker, so it will blend into the yarn. And then the rainbow will pop. Maybe I'll just cast this on.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It's very funny that you did that, is because when we were at Joe's, I also noticed this Make It Tweed
so
sparkle. That's the newer version of the Make It Tweed.
Yeah.
There's one that's kind of like a silvery. This one is silvery with pops of like holographic, kind of purpley, bluey, kind of blackish. If you can see that.
Obviously, people love this yarn because it has expanded like crazy
And then
since
there's
the
this
beginning.
like greenish minty color.
I love this one, but it's dark.
Same with
base,
like
kind of.
the holographic kind of bits. And then I thought I'd really like to swatch with it.
Ooh.
So I used a dove gray color. But look what it does. I am so crazy about this yarn.
Okay, so the sweater I'm talking about is called, I think it's called Pink Peppermint from Tanis.
It's beautiful.
So you guys can check that out. And she has tips about color choices for using this stuff, which I thought was very like good tips, right?
What does she talk about when she's...
Well, this, if you notice, Jode, the thread of this Make It Tweed is almost the same color as the yarn you're holding it with.
And that's why I chose it.
So you're seeing more just the nubby, tweedy bits popping out. And just pay attention to that. Like if you swatch that with a dark yarn, you may not have liked it as much because it would have been very... Barber Pole. You would have seen a lot of that lighter color with the dark yarn.
But look at the little bits.
I love your
sparkle.
choice here. Yeah, that's amazing. It's beautiful. And that's also why I picked this color to go with the navy, darker yarn. Because then if your base strand matches your yarn, then really you just get the tweed popping.
I think this Make It Tweed is so amazing. I just think adding those different layers and figuring out a fabric that works for you is so much fun.
And it is a very light yarn. This is not going to change your gauge. So if you are already on gauge for a project, you can still add this and not have to re-swatch or anything like that. So Tanis has used I think it's Drops Air.
Yes.
But it also has like the lighter core, that netting that was blown into, and so the lighter this yarn really worked, and it just showed her tweed popping out. But she talked about if those didn't match, then you're going to have a whole other, it adds a certain element of busyness. Do you like it is up to you.
I love it.
Right? Yeah. So this yarn also, these balls of yarn are only 50 grams and they're 525 meters. So if you wanted to add this to a sweater, it's not a giant price boost because you get a ton of yarn on each one of these.
I do have to warn you, and we've talked about this before, that when it comes to the sequins, we suggest putting in a plastic bag and just having it coming out. This is worse for that.
These balls fall apart.
This is worse for that. And this tangles easier.
Like it comes with an elastic around it for a reason. These balls just literally go blah, right?
Yeah.
Like they just, everything falls off.
And it just tangles so quickly.
So yes, put this in one of those sandwich bags that has a zip.
Yeah. And I would wind some off and make a little puddle and then put the elastic back on.
I tried winding a cake.
Yeah.
With sequin yarn at one point, like on my winder. That also does not work. Like save your time.
I wonder if this would work though. Making a little cake.
I don't know. You go ahead and try it. Do you know what? It works in the Ziploc bag, so I'm happy with that. I'm good to go with that.
Yeah.
I don't love spending extra time
I don't mind a
winding
Ziploc
yarn.
bag for the sequins, and I still use it for this, but this tangles so easily. Anyway.
And you know what?
Be mindful.
This is good feedback because some people not interested in dealing with multiple strands.
Yeah.
They want to know what the experience is going to be like. If you are frustrated by that kind of thing, this may not be worth it for you.
For me, a little bit of fussing with it was worth it because I think it adds such a beautiful...
And I agree. I totally agree. And maybe people want to do a hat or mittens or a smaller project. Maybe they don't want to get into a garment.
Yeah.
I think this is also fun, though, for stripes. Right? Like, especially, like, you can do a striped sweater with this and just have big blocks of solid color and then tweed and solid color and tweed. You can do lots of fun things. when I was at New Mana Yarns, Joe, there was a pop-up of Ginger Snap yarns.
Ah.
So
Well,
she'll do that a few times a year.
I actually think, Tracy, it's once a month.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or once a quarter. Actually, I have no idea. It's a few times a year.
I think so, which is whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever it is, if you get their newsletters, they'll tell you. But she had this really cute little sample of a gradient speckled sock.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, well, I want to donate one of those sock sets to your podcast." So she gave us this. It's called Double Bubble.
I'm going to pull it up.
And it is gradient dyed, and it comes in 2 matching 45-gram skeins. It's an 80/20 merino nylon sock yarn, so it's super great for socks. You could use this for mittens. You could use it for color work. It's a color changing yarn that way. But the gradient sock sample, it totally caught my eye. You know I love a sock. So this is, and of course, Ginger Snap, you're going to find them at pretty much every fiber festival across Canada.
Their website is gingersnapthat.com. What's it called, that yarn?
It's called Heathered Gradient. Okay, here's the other thing. This glows in black light. Their thing, they do a lot with black light reactive dyes. So when you go out dancing or to play bowling, when you go bowling, your socks will glow under black light. I always wonder, like, where are these glowing? It's a really fun idea.
When you're raving.
Right.
Where are yours glowing? Sorry.
At the bowling alley.
Okay, I have to say, you guys, Kim is also an amazing bag maker, and we've showed her bags before, but while I have it pulled up, I just wanted to show you that any size or shape or fabric, she's got a lot of
There's
bags.
a lot of shopping you can do over there.
I'm just trying to find those. I did the Heather.
Type in sock set. Because they have a bunch of them. Oh. What's...
Merry Mischief.
I don't know. I'm sure other people can find it when they go to the website. There was a bunch of colors of these. So they're very fun. Blacklight reactive, totally matching gradient skeins, which I love that they're...
Okay, I want to show you guys.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
This is what you're going to look
so
like at the rave.
we have to have a knitting event with blacklight situations. That's what you would look like. It's actually really fun. I never think of it, but it's a huge thing. People love this yarn. And for good reason. This sample was amazing. So they also use this gradient yarn in yokes for colorwork yokes. It's beautiful. This sweater was...
I can't get into there.
Okay. And for little one skein shawls. They have a lot of good samples.
Yeah.
So that's one of their gradient skeins of yarn for that.
Check out their website, you
That's
guys.
that's not mini skeins. That's all one thing.
Pages and pages of great stuff.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
Okay, and I want to mention Frankie Gray Fibres is having a free shipping weekend.
What?
Free shipping on every orders worldwide.
Oy vey,
Don't
that's
need
amazing.
a code. It's automatically entered. So shop away. There's lots of bundles
that's
in there, you
amazing.
guys. Lots of discounted bundles.
Get this yarn and make this sweater. I
holiday.
can't even tell you how much I love wearing this. I feel like this is going to be one of those sweaters I wear all the time.
Yeah. You'll love it.
I could definitely use another color.
Oh. Well, tell me what color. I'll get you
No,
whatever
I
you
have.
want.
I was telling Jodi, I've got a bunch of single skeins, and I'm making a scrappy raglan
Oh, it's going to be
in this. And that's what I think I'm going to cast on when I finish the last inch of ribbing on this.
It'll be good.
I'll never take it off. It'll
No.
be so stripy and fun.
It'll be good.
Okay, one more thing, my last thing, and then I think we should get into our sweater-ish stuff. Maybe I
The
have two
only thing I
things.
wish that was out right now, it's in pre-order, Lina.
I know.
52 weeks book that's coming out
Of
is
sweaters.
So
50
it's going to be incredible.
It will be.
They're starting to preview.
Okay, adding to my list of fun
Yes.
crafts,
Oh, I love this.
Statement Junkie. This is a designer from the UK called Corinne Lapierre, and she makes these kits that are, you get everything. It's like one of those great things where you get the hoop. It's all felt with super simple embroidery. You cut out a few little pieces.
Oh, I love
Jodi, this is so easy. I'm totally doing this.
Do it.
This is your backdrop. This is your felt, and you cut out so many of the leaves, so many of the whatevers. And it's like lazy daisy and running stitch and simple things.
I feel like if you put this beside you where you're working, you'll pick it up and do it.
Listen, I have very limited embroidery skills.
Linda.
Linda, are you there? I'm telling you. Listen, this is, I think, very beginner friendly.
I agree.
Statement Junkie they had floral ones, they had birds, they had beautiful selection of kits. And there's gorgeous instructions in here. Like this is
Based in Yorkshire, England, we're passionate about our little boxes full of creativity.
Listen, I was thrilled to see this. And sometimes I buy these kits and it's biting off more than I can chew at the moment, but I'm optimistic. This, I'm very, very sure is a good beginner situation.
Love this.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I love it too. It's very pretty. Wool Mix Felt Applique Hoop Kit. Love it. And the hoop she gives you is very nice.
Wow. And then I love just cutting the back and gluing it,
Totally.
then
all the goodies.
leaving it on the hoop.
In the little bag, you get everything.
Perfect.
She did a great job. The instructions are beautiful. Anyway, I bought it for me, but I also think it would be an amazing prize.
Oh, that is a good prize,
Either
Tracie.
way.
I love that.
Either way.
Very quickly, I showed this ages ago. It's so funny. I found this as a whip. All I had to do was 1 more inch and finish. So this is going to be for Shane's
I can't
birthday.
believe that's not finished.
Tracie, I know.
This was when we were in Montreal
Yeah.
last spring.
I judged myself when I
You
found
should.
it.
This was...
So
And you love the yarn so much.
this was knit. We picked this up. This is Les Garçons.
Who am I talking? Like, I should not
Their
be pointing
their
fingers.
own exclusive colorway. Je ne sais quoi. Les Garçons can be found at Les Garçons, their shop in Montreal or online. It's amazing. It screamed my husband. He's got
It's
green
the
eyes.
perfect color.
Yeah. And so this is a whole skein except for a teeny weeny bit.
Oh, so
This is a whole.
it's a good yarn chicken project.
This is the worsted. It is.
Okay, Jodi, I love that.
Just a 2x2. You can use this. I just improvised.
Use the basic beanie.
Use the basic beanie, a 2x2 rib. He's gonna love it.
Yes, and looks so good in that.
Yeah. Let me try it on.
Jodi, I love that. I love that we live in Canada and we need things for cold weather because it keeps us going. Mm-hmm. And a 1 skein project is, so you only use 1 skein of yarn. That's only like 60 grams.
1 skein. 1 skein.
And that's a good size still.
I was actually bummed. I really thought I'd have to use this more.
Wow.
But
Well, it's beautiful.
what I did close to the top here, like 2.5 inches down, is when I decreased the pearls to 1. I
yeah.
think I would have ran out of yarn if I kept the 2x2 rib until I started my
Probably.
So I much earlier, and that's okay because that's shaping a little bit for the crown. But I thought before,
Right.
so I don't run out. When I was like 2.5-ish inches away, I decreased purled 2 together the whole way around on the 2 pearls.
Okay.
And then
I
and
love
then-
decreasing in pattern like that. It's so pretty.
And then up here, I just decreased and finished. But yeah, follow that other pattern.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we get into our sweaters?
Yeah. I have a costume change.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put on my other sweater because I want to talk about like how we go about picking a sweater, knowing it's going to fit into our
Right.
This is the sweater I talk about, you guys, the acrylic one.
I love this sweater. You've got to knit a wool one.
Yes. And I have one that's kind of similar, but I think I have to reknit it. But this is Ava and Viv. This is a Target brand. I think it's a plus size line.
Which looks amazing for a while, but because of the, fibers they choose for whatever it is, it ends up living a life.
Yeah.
Shortly. Like
Yeah.
it's not long lasting like a wool situation.
You've always said when you pick a sweater,
Yeah.
Go pick your favorite one you like to wear and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean-
look in your closet. Look at your favorite worn things.
Right.
And see what kind of situation it is. Is it a boxy? Do you like it more fitted?
Right.
You know, do they look kind of like a raglan? Because, I mean, commercial sweaters are all constructed like hand knit ones. Some of them are drop shoulder. Some of them are, you know,
Exactly.
a saddle shoulder or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do think, too, you want to experiment a little bit to see.
Yeah.
I think it's like anything you get into. Try a little of this. Try a little of that. See what you love to make. See what you love to wear.
Right. I'm not ready to part with this. And that's where you go. If you love the fit of it, that's where you go to find the shape that you like and also start measuring there.
Yes.
Right? That's a really great place to start.
I think everything else we say after this applies to everything we're going to say. You have to measure your body. Whatever that measurement is, write it down. You cannot just go to a pattern and go, oh, my friend knit size 4, so I'm going to knit size 4. Or that girl on a podcast knit size 5. Because all of our bodies are shaped differently.
Yeah.
And it's more about the amount of ease on that body.
Yeah.
So it's not so much asking someone what size they knit, but how much ease do you have? The difference between your body and the garment size.
So as you're talking, I'm going to do my upper bust measurement.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to measure this and tell you guys how much ease is in this sweater.
Okay. Well, okay.
Just to show you guys, like, so if my bust is a 40.
Right.
And this sweater is a 54. You
So
wanna
that's
make
just your full bust, not your upper
Okay,
bust.
for full bust.
But that's the thing. So you need to get yourself measured, whether you do that with a friend or you do it yourself and write all that stuff down. And then
34.
Then the next thing I would do is measure my favorite fitting sweater. Lay it flat on your counter or your bed or whatever, and you measure across the bust right under the arms, right at the armpits, all the way across where you're going to get the full width of the body. And you take that measurement, subtract your body size, and it will give you the ease that sweater will have. And that's how many inches of ease is your preference, if that's your favorite sweater. It will change, right?
Yeah.
Because certain things look better with less ease, and that's all personal opinion and how you fit.
Right.
How much ease is in that one for you?
So my bust measured a 41 and that was a 54.
Yeah.
So that's bigger than I would buy now. So that might not be the best, but let's just say that's exactly how I want to wear my sweaters.
Even less than a couple
Plus or
inches.
minus, right? So
That was
that's like-
54.
yeah, so like 15
Even
inches.
like 10 inches for you, Jodi, would be like the cozy, boxy.
That's where I would land now.
right. So
Yes.
Jodi would choose the size with the body circumference of 51.
Yes.
Knowing that that's how many inches she wants. If it was a dressier thing or a different style and you wanted less ease,
I think I'm happy about 5 inches.
that's a good sweet spot. I was going to say the same thing, like 6 inches of ease for me
Yeah.
is just a normal everyday
Yes.
sweater. And when we pick a pattern, because we see it on a designer, right? And we think, that's gorgeous. I want to make that. And the designer suggests a certain amount of ease. Maybe it's 0 inches or 2 inches or
It could
3
be
inches.
negative.
You can still choose to knit your favorite 6 inches of ease,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys, this sweater, there's so much to say. And this is really just
I'm
things.
actually going to let Tracie take most of the
This
lead
is
on
what
this.
we've learned. This is what we've learned, knitting. I've knit so many things too big
I know, I did too.
because I was afraid of a tight sweater. I was afraid of lumps and bumps showing. I was afraid of investing the money and the time to knit something, and I would try it on and not feel good in it. Because of course that happens.
Yeah.
And, if we're going down the path of like most success, you literally have to measure something. Measure that sweater that's your favorite. Measure your body. So you know this amount of ease that you're aiming for.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe it's a favorite sweatshirt.
Right.
Maybe it's a commercial sweater, but if you're lucky enough to have an item that you can, measure that you love and you want to kind of figure out that that's the ease you want, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise then it's guessing and you may or may not like the finish.
So that's like numero uno. First thing. Once you know your body size and the size you want the sweater to be, Bob's your uncle. Then you have to swatch. You have to make a swatch in the way that you would make the sweater. So if your sweater is knit in the round, knit your swatch in the round with the needles that you're going to use and the yarn you're going to use for the pattern.
This is in the round.
And that's important because it doesn't matter if you know your body measurements and the ease you want, if you don't know.
None of that's going to matter.
If you don't know your gauge of your swatch, you can't match that to your body thing, that your information you got off your body and your ease that you want. So it's really the perfect blending of those two things, right? Knowing what ease you want, but you have to have that swatch. I mean, the swatch is like, we got to frame it in a way that it's an amazing thing because it really is.
I had so much fun, you guys, just swatching, knowing I just wanted to see what this would look like. Like, I'm not doing anything with this.
Right.
I'll probably knit a vest or something.
But at least now you know you love the yarns together.
Right.
Yeah. And it can inspire a project. Maybe you don't know what you're doing with it now.
I love doing a swatch. I really, I've changed.
Yeah. And so
this is me changed. I'm a changed woman.
Listen, Jodi, totally.
If there's a shortcut, I find it.
And here's the thing, but you're also a swatcher, Jodi.
Yeah. Now
because you've knit things that were so big and you're just like, oh, I can just wing it. And you absolutely can wing it. People wing it all the time.
And have success.
I think that's a total fluke.
Yeah.
Because you must know something about your gauge if it's a success.
Or not care if it's bigger or smaller than you imagine.
And here's the other thing. It's when you have a certain amount of yarn, if you are knitting way off gauge, chances are you'll run out of that yarn. Possibly. That's one thing that can happen. You can run out of yarn if you didn't know your gauge to begin with.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
This is just us as like
just our experience.
Passionate knitters. We've had nailed it and failed it, let me tell you. I'd love to talk about one of your fails and what you learned by it and what you do now instead.
Okay, so years ago when I've talked about this, I actually threw it in the garbage. I'm a little embarrassed that I threw an actual wool brand sweater quantity of yarn in the garbage.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say it was because I didn't know better. I had knit what I thought was it was a cardigan. It was knit back and forth. That wasn't the problem. When I went to pick up my stitches.
Are you sure it was a cardigan?
It might not have.
Sorry to interrupt.
I think it was a cardigan.
Okay.
It may not be. But when I went to pick up my stitches because it was a set-in sleeve, I didn't like how it looked. So I thought, well, this is garbage.
Yeah, it looked really open and seamy, and it was like, it could be the fiber of that yarn. It could be your needle size. It could be
think it was
how you were picking up the stitches.
Yeah.
Lots of things. Like, there's lots of things to dive into about picking up stitches and tips and tricks.
And I wish what I would have done is actually either ask someone that I knew with experience. I might have known someone.
Well, we would have both been just like trying new things.
Or gone to my local yarn store. They're a wealth of knowledge.
It's true.
If you can. The internet, Ravelry, there's lots of places you could
I
search,
love
but
we're in the time of YouTube where designers have tutorial channels. Like, we can dive into lots of things right from home.
I gave up without troubleshooting, and that frustrated me now because I wouldn't do that now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it is learning a lesson.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't have a lot of failed sweaters sitting here because I got rid of them. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So I wish I had more, but I do have things I've learned from after big mistakes. And I have a nailed and failed in this. This is a sweater I don't ever wear.
I was going to say, it's so amazing.
I never wear this sweater.
It's so good.
And it makes me sad because I love the pattern and I love the yarn. But this was a round yoke cardigan. This is the Floozy by Libby Johnson. It is the tightest gauge sweater I had knit to this point. Like, I think I knit this on a 3.5 millimeter needle. This yarn is still some of my favorite yarn. This is Barrett Wool Company, their home fingering weight.
Their yarn is incredible.
It's one of the yarns, if people said you have to pick one forever, this would be right up there as far as, it's a beautiful Wisconsin wool. I love Barrett wool. It's one of the first times I picked a color palette that I thought was amazing. Like I
still think it's amazing.
Copy it. I didn't copy it, and I picked it myself, and I love it. So this is her charcoal, and there's sort of a minty green she's got, and then her red is just amazing. So these are the things I love about this sweater. And now that I'm looking at this, I think to myself, I should reknit it because I know some things now.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of round yoke sweater fails. Round yoke sweater fails. I would agree.
If I'm going to fail, it's the round yoke.
And this is sort of a perfect storm of me being afraid to knit the size that fits my body properly and choosing too big, and also too big of a neckline. Like, these are all the things I don't like about it. It's got so much fabric. It's just, it floats all over.
As soon as you had it in half, I could see.
It doesn't so work at all. But I love it.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it great? Like, I wouldn't change the yarn. I wouldn't change the colors.
Yeah.
I would do it as is again. But here's what we learned about round yoke sweaters. Like, look at that collar. You guys, it's so big. Look at that. I don't like an open wide like that.
Here's the thing too, I find sometimes, like when you're getting if you're going up to the bigger plus size, because I was wearing plus size, still sometimes the 2X is where I want to be depending on the designer.
Right.
Like, my neck isn't 5 inches wider than a medium. I feel like sometimes the sweater neck and collar gets much too big comparatively as the sizes get bigger.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
And that's a fail for me.
That is a fail.
That's a fail for me.
So when this comes out to be like this was very disappointing for me. I immediately think my swatch lied. Like, what did I do wrong? I picked the wrong size.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying anything about the pattern here. I'm assuming I picked the wrong size for this.
Yeah.
Maybe the designer wanted an open neckline and I didn't take note of that.
Yeah.
And then now, as a more experienced knitter, what would I do differently with this? I would definitely measure how wide I want my neckband. And then I would look at the pattern for the schematic. You know, a schematic is the picture of the sweater with all the measurements. It should have all the measurements on it. To me, a pattern without a schematic, I don't love. I just don't love that.
This is a vest, obviously, and down here it's going to tell you the arm opening, the V-neck, the width between, shoulder to shoulder. This gives you so much information.
So if I looked at a pattern, and I love a pattern, and she wants a big wide neck and I don't, now, as a bit of a more experienced sweater knitter, I would probably cast on for a smaller size at the neckband. And then you're going to have to increase a little bit on your own, because this is not in the pattern. You kind of got to figure it out to the size that you want to knit the sweater.
Right.
But because we've had such issues with round neck cardigans, we actually had an amazing workshop here in Edmonton at our hometown retreat with Kim McBrien Evans on round yoke sweater knitting. And we learned some things that it's going to stick in my brain forever as to how I choose a size of a round yoke sweater style. Because then I started thinking, well, I just don't like these sweaters. I don't like round yoke.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up a sweater schematic as you're talking.
What do you think? Right? I just thought, well,
yes.
Maybe I'll avoid those. Maybe that's not for me. I think most of the problem was me choosing the wrong size and me using measurements that are not the right measurements to choose your size.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's
Right.
me.
Yeah. Hi, it's me. Another tip, just in general, if your sweater fits your shoulders properly and your sleeves properly, I feel like that is what makes it look like you've chosen the right size, that it fits your body properly. From this area down, you can do things like make bust darts, do body shaping, like all of that stuff. But this part of it up here, we have to pick the right sweater size, right? And we learned, where's your tape measure?
Right here. Hang on.
We learned, and you know what? It's never obvious to me. I need to learn this stuff. I need to be told this stuff. We learned that the best measurement to pick your round yoke sweater size is actually your upper bust. So up here, get right in your armpits, right? Get right in your armpits. And that's the measurement that's going to help you picking your round, because then it's going to fit this area better. And you can always make your bust changes if you want.
It's funny because oftentimes, and this has happened before to me, like I said, oftentimes if you're picking a sweater because you want more ease, it's going to give you way too much here.
Right.
You often see these, and it's happened to me too, bigger sizes, and then it just like a flash dance sweater, which that wasn't the intention.
Yeah.
So you want to start with a size that's going to fit your upper bust measurement a little bit better, and then you can add a little more ease throughout your bust and the body.
Right.
Quite easily.
Yes. And I mean, some patterns include things like bust darts. Like if you have a big chest, it might be the only part of your body that needs more fabric.
Yes.
That doesn't mean you pick the big sweater up here, right? It's just going to be loose and floppy. I am sure that this is why this sweater is a fail for me, that I picked the size based on the full body circumference that I wanted, which made it picking a bigger sweater. If I did this now, I would use my upper bust measurement.
Yes.
Right? To pick my size. And then, this does require a bit of modification sometimes for you. But it's not so difficult to add a few stitches, or I highly recommend, if you're very busty, to search out a pattern that includes bust darts, because you do a little short row situation right here. It's just going to give you more fabric here, not necessarily here.
Yeah.
Right? Like you would do the bust darts, but you've got your body circumference that you wanted.
Yeah.
Aimee Sher is an amazing designer that takes a lot of this body shaping and things we run into. I'm just off the top of my head, you guys. I'm sure there's lots others. We'd love to hear in the comments below if you deal with issues like this, who's a designer that you love to knit from, because we can't possibly know them all. Of course, Kim McBrien Evans is the one that we are referencing. But it's about knowing, like, which measurement am I going to use to choose the size.
Right.
For round yoke for me.
Right. This has, you guys, a million different measurements. The more the measurements, the better. I think ultimately that gives you an end result that you're going to be happy with. If you can figure out, and sometimes, I hope this doesn't sound too like, oh my God, this is so complicated, I'm never going to knit it.
That's what I'm afraid of, that we're talking and making it seem more complicated. It's more like just getting in there and doing it.
Yeah.
Too.
Start your swatch. Get something basic. Find a shape that you like and wear.
Yeah.
Right? Don't go too outside the box for your first sweater or first couple of sweaters.
Right.
Just kind of
But for your round yoke sweater, I would say, even if you're like just going to knit a sweater for the first time, take that measurement for yourself to help you choose your size. But you're right, Jodi. There's a lot of amazing basic sweater. Like, these are still my favorite things to knit.
When we talk about, we're showing the cardigan, maybe not so much, not difficult, but not basic. What we're going to show you is very basic sweater knitting.
Yeah. Basic.
So the very top of my list is the Cozy Classic Raglan.
That was the other
I
one.
will recommend it 100 times over and over again.
Includes bust darts.
Includes bust darts, different lengths, different cast-ons, different collars. This is a tutorial, and we've said it again. If you've never knit a sweater or you want a beautiful raglan sweater, my top of my list number 1 is Cozy Classic Raglan.
Jodi, it's in my fails because of something.
Okay, well that's
But
good to know.
it's still also one of my favorite all-time patterns, and I will knit it 100 times.
Okay, so this is the Cozy Classic Raglan, you guys, and then it has this just added because the Cozy Classic Raglan does not have this, but you could just for fun follow the rib and just continue a plain 1x1 rib just down the sleeve to add a little more
It's that
interest.
It's that pattern. Of course, we've recommended it forever because we just gush and love and we want to knit it all. It's a beautiful blank canvas. You can knit it as it is, but if you ever feel like you want to add stripes or you want to make, add a cable down the front, like it is an amazing blank canvas, but the pattern, we think, in our experience, there's so much information for lots of body shapes and sizes.
A couple of things right off the bat that I can think of for customization for this. When you're doing raglan increases, it could be several different kind of increases, but what you want to do is increase on both sides of one on each side here in raglan. That's building the sleeve as well as increasing here for the front. Mm-hmm. Like you've done in your sparkly gold sweater, you can do a yarn over as an increase and it gives you a little eyelet.
I brought it here because I think this, for me, is a nailed it.
You could do 2 or 3 stitches of straight knitting between the make ones to have a little bit bigger of a line of raglan. You can have fun and play right here.
You can. So Jodi and I, this is literally the same type of sweater. This is the Lento. That is the Cozy Classic Raglan. They're both top-down raglan construction sweaters.
Yeah.
Lento actually has it written in the pattern where the increases look like this, like make ones.
Make one, knit one, make one.
Which you can do lots of ways, but I mean, it's a great pattern if you want to knit it as it is. It's fantastic. I thought with my yarn having a little bit of sparkle, I was like, oh, maybe I'll make it lacier, or I don't know what I was thinking. But instead of make ones, I just did yarn over. So where it said make one, I did yarn over. Yarn over, knit one, yarn over, which is an increase, but it's also a like a lace increase.
Yeah.
We get a hole.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything different in the pattern other than changing that. And I think it's so simple, but it makes it look different. It's customizable. It's still a blank canvas and you can do whatever you want with it. I held a bunch of yarns together to get that same gauge and then did that. So yeah, I love that this sweater, this is another one that I would knit 100 times. This is my favorite thing to wear. I love a boxy fit. I love no decreases in my sleeves. I love a straight sleeve, not a tapered sleeve. And these really are the things I reach for all the time in my everyday wardrobe. Excuse me.
Yeah, and like I said, just a little bit of ribbing here. You can throw a cable down here. Once you gain more experience and confidence in a raglan sweater and a recipe, I don't want to downplay it like a recipe, but a blank canvas like this, you can really add your own
I think it's
spin.
fair to say simple construction, right? It's not like if you're going to knit your first sweater, it's not a complicated way to shape a sweater, and I would just go for it.
That's much, much less ease she's wearing it with, and it looks completely different.
You could knit this with a turtleneck and more ease, like a boxy fit. You could knit it with a simple neckline and less ease, and it's going to look different. It's going to look like you knit a different pattern, but it's really not.
Yeah.
This is an amazing pattern.
Love it.
Tin Can Knits also has great basic sweaters with a tutorial. It'll take you through from beginning to end. Somebody was just saying in our comments, there's a sweater called Step by Step by Handmade by Florence, and she has a tutorial. She'll take you through knitting that sweater.
That. I'm going to pull it up. Look at someone's Cozy Classic. They're using it as their pattern, but adding amazing colorful stripes.
Right. I knew we were going to need more time for this.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
What's your other? What's
Okay,
show us
so
your Raglan.
this is the Cozy Classic Raglan. I've got 2 versions of it right here. And it's 100% user error. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. But at the beginning, see, again, it's another neckline issue.
Yeah.
For me, this pattern starts with a tubular cast on.
Here.
Yeah. And there's great tutorials in the pattern. I don't know what I did wrong. You have to go down lots of needle sizes. I don't know if I picked the wrong size to cast on. Anyway, I had issues with the neckline, and I don't really love a super open neckline. So that was the thing I didn't love about this. But this yarn is worsted weight. This was Brooklyn Tweed Imbue and Shelter to get the 18 stitch gauge.
Yeah.
And then I knit, this is like the same size sweater too. This I used fingering weight and mohair to get and they were both knit on gauge.
Love it.
So it looks completely different. But I've talked about it before and I'll just quickly touch on it now. I also got the big wide neckline for this one and went back and tried to pick up my stitches this way, like looking at the sweater this way and picking up, but really I knit it like the other way, this way, right? So your stitches are situated this way. I went back, it was a nightmare. I ended up things unraveling.
Yeah.
Short rows,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. It was a mess. And then by the time I had re-knit my neckband, there were these weird imperfections. And I ended up embroidering over those, and you can't even tell anymore. And it literally is one of my all-time favorite things I've ever
And
knit.
maybe one of your most worn.
Oh, yeah. I wore it
Right up
yesterday.
there. Yeah, I
wore
love
it
it.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Here's my tip for this. If you have cast on for a neckband, you don't have to cast on for your neckband right away.
That's what I was going to say.
You can go to the next thing after the ribbing and you cast on that number of same stitches, just with a regular long tail cast on. And I think this is such a good tip, you guys. You've just cast on after the ribbing, and now you're into the sweater knitting.
Yeah.
When your sweater is complete, you can come back, and it's so easy to pick up the V's of your...
You might even want to use a
feel
different
like-
color yarn.
You have so many options now. You can pick up these stitches. If you know it's going to be too big, you can pick it up with a smaller needle. You can do a slight decrease. Maybe you want to do a different type of ribbing. Maybe you want a rolled neckline.
Maybe you knit another inch of straight stockinette.
You have all the options in the world. It is way easier than coming back and removing a neckband for me.
It's funny because we've talked about often, and we haven't for a while, but we said,
Especially if they're short rows.
with tin can knits, they started right after. They didn't start with a neckband.
Yeah.
That was your last step to
Yeah.
come back and pick up. We're like, why don't they just start with a neckband?
Forget it.
That's why.
I'm off to the races. No, and let me tell you, of course, that's where we learned this. We learned this by knitting the, what's that sweater?
Love note.
The Love Note. Also another great beginner lace. If you want to dabble in lace, a Love Note's fantastic. But yeah, so going back and picking up those stitches, there's so many different ways to finish it and so many different ways to modify that size for yourself. So it's a good tip. And if you are going to remove a neckband, do it one stitch at a time. Snip one stitch, put it on, and then unravel one stitch and keep adding them onto a needle. Don't think you're going to just pick them all up and then rip like I did, because it's just not as user-friendly.
Yeah.
So that's a good tip for
I
that.
just want to show you an incredible schematic. And when we talk about, and it's funny because in a lot of European countries, it's very common not to have a schematic because it's like that's where like knitting came from. And it's more like, it's not as presumed with, don't you find, like Norwegian and like
some
Scandinavian?
don't. And I guess maybe because I started knitting sweaters with patterns that have, it is a huge thing for me, a schematic, because I'm a very visual learner. So I want to see the sweater. I want to see, that's.
Wow. Look at all those measurements.
And I mean, for us, another important thing, what we put in the column of what we consider a great pattern is size inclusivity. So that means from very small to very big.
Yeah. I like a pattern to have at least a 60-inch option minimum
Yeah.
for me.
With including ease, like to fit a 60-inch chest.
Yes.
So usually that number is over 60. And I
Yeah.
mean, that's the end we think of because we're like, we're knitting plus size or whatever, but it's just as important to have small options.
Yeah.
Of course, for people that have smaller bodies, of course they should have all the options too. So it's very important to me to find a pattern that is size inclusive.
Yes. Okay. Another sweater that I brought to show you is this beautiful plain yoke tee, you guys. And I want to talk about this because the increases are made as you go. Did you bring a round yoke sweater? No, that's okay if you didn't.
No, I did. This is.
So we talked about the Raglan, you guys. Oh yeah, right. We talked about the Raglan where the increases are just 2 in the front and 2 in the back on either side of your shoulders.
They're fairly uniform. You'll do an increase and then a plain round, an increase and then a plain round. Usually is how it goes.
If you're lucky. But this one, similar to a colorwork sweater, it's knit in the round and you're doing your increases at different rows equally around the
it's
whole
a different
circumference.
rate of increase. So you'll have some plain rows, and then all of a sudden you'll have a row where you increase a lot of stitches.
I think you can. I don't even know if you can.
Jodi, it's almost it's quite invisible.
You can't even see it.
But it's just a different look. You're not going to get the line of a raglan.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm going to throw it.
And
on.
this doesn't This is what you'll see for colorwork sweaters and stuff. Usually that's There's some raglan colorwork too. And drop shoulder, but it's pretty common to do a round yoke situation. Jodi, I love this.
Oh my God. But yeah, so they're evenly done. Not everyone does the right amount of increases. And what I mean by is sometimes, like you said, that's where I'll find the most fails. This is beautiful.
This is amazing. What's your sweater called? Do you remember?
Is this the cumulative? No. Is this?
No. It was something
plain yoke.
Plain yoke.
Plain
blouse, plain yoke blouse,
plain yoke tee or plain yoke blouse. I'll find it for you when Tracie's talking. But this ends up it's a beautifully written pattern with little increases here. I think it ends up being beautiful like a stockinette.
I should have brought my Spacetime by Heidi Kiermaier because it's the same thing. It increased on these
you really can't see any increases.
Kind of regular. It was regular increases, but almost in like a spoke situation around your so it was regular but not raglan. And it was sort of a round yoke situation. It was 10 out of 10. If you were interested in the Spacetime, I loved those increases. And the fit is amazing. I always find my Heidi Kiermaier, I've great success with her patterns for whatever reason.
Yes.
Okay, one thing I wanted to talk about is when you look at a pattern and you love it, but there's one element that you just think, well, that's not going to fit me. I know I'm not going to feel good in that, or that won't look good on me in my eyes. You're the boss of your knitting. You can change things like the length of a sweater. You can change like I don't do a lot of sleeve decreases. I don't, as a rule, do that. I love the way a straight sleeve looks.
Before you get onto this cardigan, I'm going to just quickly show the example of
that's
the
very
spokes.
similar to Spacetime.
And I think the reason we're not seeing it is because it's got fuzz and sparkle.
Right.
But this is kind of, you can see where the increases happen evenly. So it ends up being a design feature.
I think it's very pretty.
I think it's very pretty. You guys, this is a 10 out of 10. I don't think I knit this though. Someone knit this for me.
I think I should knit that for myself.
Guys, the shape of this. Oh, it's just, I couldn't love this more. And this is by Knit by Lena Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Lena
it's
Holmes.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Plain yoke tee.
Okay,
continue.
So, yeah. No. It's all good. We did a knit along. We were so lucky. We got to work with Aimee of La Bien-Aimée. We had the amazing opportunity to develop our own colors with her, which are still like, I love our colors so much.
I can't quite.
I still have a little bit, and it's like precious. I don't even know what to do with it. But we did have Aimee created fades, including these colors, and we had a big knit along with Andrea Mowry and Aimee of La Bien-Aimée.
Yeah.
And she chose the Comfort we as a group chose the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry, which is beloved. It is such a fun pattern. It is knit over and over. It's a great way to highlight a fade situation in your yarn. It can be a scrappy thing where you put together and you fade it through the pattern. Andrea is masterful, I think, at telling you how to fade things.
Good. Oh, I have to say, the Cozy Classic Raglan has instructions if you want to be fading yarn. It tells you how many to knit and how many to swap back and forth.
Yes,
keep going.
There's so much information in that pattern.
Yeah.
If you would like a sweater pattern plus, plus all these ways, you need that pattern.
Okay.
So we did this cardigan knit along. And
what was the name of it?
Cozy Comfort Fade Cardi. Comfort Fade Cardigan by Andrea Mowry. It is, gosh, it's probably a little bit older now, right? But it was amazing and everybody loved it. It is sort of it's a hip length cardigan, belted with a really dramatic shawl collar, and it is gorgeous. But like I sort of said before, I feel like my neck is not going to work with a shawl cardigan. It's a lot of knitting. It was a lot of fabric. I know shawl necklines are not for me. It doesn't have a belt, hey?
No.
Okay, so it's just...
You're thinking of the other one that she knit
that spark?
Yes.
Something?
The male version.
Okay, good. No belt.
This is 9 years old.
It's so beautiful. And it's long. Like, it is long to your butt kind of thing. I'm only 5'2". So if I knit things like, I don't know, I just feel like it was a bit too long for me. I feel like the collar was too much fabric for me. And I just knit ribbing. I didn't do all the short rows to create the big shawl collar. And I knit it more like to right around my waist, a little bit below my waist, but not like many inches below where the pattern asks for you to do it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh. I love this so much. And it's just...
Let me put it on.
I
actually think I'm flabbergasted. Sorry.
I followed the
Tracie,
pattern.
I love this.
Jodi, it's amazing. It is...
Okay.
So...
It fits me perfectly.
It's fantastic.
Okay. But look at the choices you made. And here's the thing. I look at the Comfort Fade, and you're right. For me, too, I don't know that I wanted to knit it. The shawl collar threw me off. But the changes you made, Tracie, and what you did with the length.
It was really just shorten it and don't do the short rows on the shawl collar. So everything in the pattern is to pattern other than I just picked up the button band and continued to knit it in the faded way that she said. Oh my gosh. And I just did a twisted rib. And
this is a Raglan?
Yeah.
Right?
It's Raglan. It's knit inside out. So you'll see that it's all purl stitches on the outside. It's reverse stockinette, but you're knitting it from the other side. But the gorgeous texture, I think, is when you've got the pearls on the outside like Andrea has designed it.
Well, I have to knit.
So this was like 5 different skeins of yarn, and she tells you where to fade it. Oh. But I know I would not have worn it with a shawl collar. So you don't have to do those things.
You guys, this cardigan's so good.
It's so good. People have knit way more than one of these. How many, there's a lot of projects on Ravelry.
5,400.
And for sure not everybody does I don't think,
No.
Is mine on Ravelry? Maybe. Anyway, it's a fantastic cardigan. I think I even knit mine. Hers is quite open here. I may have knit it. I just love it so much.
It's so good.
So it was a very small change. And ultimately this tip is you're the boss of your knitting. Mm-hmm. If it's a turtleneck in the pattern, you don't have to do a turtleneck. If it's a super tapered sleeve, you don't have to do a super. But if you don't taper your sleeves, you're using more yarn.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Make sure you have a little bit of extra yarn than the pattern calls for. And I love a top down. If you're a new sweater knitter, I would say top down sweaters because you can try them on as you go.
Yeah.
And that's a really reassuring thing to know. At this point, my sweater fits me, so I can just knit and try it on as long as I want for the right length for me.
Yeah, I love that. With this, is this a Raglan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Raglan too. Did you bring any sweaters that are drop shoulder?
I did not.
I meant to.
And you know why? I don't love those on me as much usually.
Okay, it gives you more ease.
Usually.
I love this on me.
Trying to think. Oh, I love that for you, Jodi. So we were going to talk about, I'll talk briefly about this. These are somebody said, what are your most worn sweaters?
Okay.
This is one of them.
Okay.
This is the Ranunculus by Midori Hirose. You will see it. It's got lace. Instead of these baubles, it's lace, and it's short sleeved, and it's a very open gauge.
What's it called?
Ranunculus. And it's got short sleeves and fingering weight yarn. It's a really open fabric. It's stunning. It's beautiful. I live in Canada, and I wanted a woolly version. And this is the same thing too. If you look through all the projects,
33,000.
Yeah, it's amazing. People have knit 6 or 8 of these. It's a fantastic pattern. If you look in the projects of a pattern, if you're still thinking, is this for me? I love being able to go through and look at other people's versions. This has also very size inclusive. There's 11 sizes. Everybody loves it. So these little eyelets are what I chose. I chose to make baubles because I didn't want a lacy situation. I'm using Aran weight wool, and I'm getting the exact same gauge that she got with her fingering weight yarn. So it's a tighter fabric. I used Biche et Bouche Le Gros lamb's wool. So it's an Aran weight. It's light as a feather because it's woolen spun, and I just couldn't love it anymore. But the change I made was to decide to make baubles. So what does that mean for your yarn? Baubles are more yarn, and you have to keep in mind your increases. I know one of these rows, the yarn overs to create the lace is actually your increases. So you're going to have to do your bauble and still make an increase somewhere.
Yeah.
To get the right number of stitches.
Yeah.
And then I needed more yarn because I did long sleeves.
Right.
So those are things to consider when you modify.
Yeah.
It is also, I keep thinking I need more of this yarn. This is one of my all-time favorite sweaters.
You gave me your
wear
leftovers.
It all the
It's
time.
so good.
All the time.
For me, I've quickly realized the wooleny spun kind of real soft wool is where I like there, or kind of the blown in.
Yeah.
Is where I like to
Light.
land for my sweater knitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Somebody said, we got these great questions on Instagram. Thank you, Instagram
Yes.
people. Instagram, somebody said, what is your favorite weight of sweater to knit, or if somebody else would knit it for you?
Oh, that's so funny. Darlene knit the plain yoke tee for me.
Okay. So I love that.
Favorites, probably DK-ish, kind of.
I love like a 17 stitch gauge.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. And usually to me that's DK. It depends on your fabric.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a DK is a very nice weight of sport DK. Sport DK is my jam. I will knit fingering weight, but lots of times it's on a bigger needle.
But I won't like it.
No, but it's like, to me, it's more about the needle size.
Yes.
So anytime I go below a 4mm needle,
No.
to me, that's like tighter gauge that I'm.
That's the danger
then
zone.
is my sweet spot, but
Yeah.
I'll do it for sure. And also I love a summer tee, and lots of those are fingering weight. So you need a small, like a 3.5mm needle. So, but my favorite to knit for sure is Sport DK.
Me too.
Situation.
Yeah.
Even if somebody else is knitting it for me, that would still be it. This is literally something we could do. Somebody said, I would like to know more about doing the math.
That's
if you're
enough.
off gauge.
I think we don't do that. We need to save that for
There's
another
great
episode.
classes.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, this book just came out. It's called Math for Knitters by Kate Atherley. I'm sure everything you need to know is in this book. There are great classes and online workshops.
We're happy to talk about it. We're just going to run out of time today.
You guys have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
I got a tooth pulled.
But this Math for Knitters, Kate Atherley is
Genius.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the right word, but she's got all these calculations and all these situations. I have not read this yet, but it is brand new. And if you are interested in that kind of stuff and love to learn through books, this is, I'm sure, exactly what you're looking for. Online workshops. Megan Nodecker, who is Pip and Pin, has 2 workshops, and they are called, let me just get the right name for you because I know. Okay, she's got Alternating Sweater Patterns workshop and Knitwear Design Mastery, which is like if you really want to get into it and design your own sweater. But if you go in, there's some kind of a little free situation where you can get like a little taster about sweater math. But if you go and you go to this altering sweater patterns workshop, I bet you're going to figure out lots of ways to change the pattern for your body.
Yes.
If you're interested, we have an affiliate link with Pip and Pin because we just love and believe in what they're doing over there. We also have a coupon code. You can save 20% on your class. So this sounds very commercially, but I feel like it's tying in. And if you want to save some money and learn from a really reputable source as well online, we would definitely recommend that you go to Pip and Pin. And our our coupon code's GG20.
Perfect.
And you can go there and save some money and check it out. And maybe if you're a video learner, I think there's lots of places you can learn through videos. It's out there. That information is out there. The way we modify it, honestly, is very, very basic, right? Where we'll cast on up here for a certain amount of fit and adjust, because we like a boxy style sweater. We don't knit tapered things.
I also think it would be really great if we explained how I knit my swatch, but I have a very different gauge, different gauge
We'll
that I
do
want
that.
to knit. And we're going to show you what you would do.
When your swatch doesn't match the pattern gauge, what do you do?
Yeah.
We'll do that next time.
We're going to continue. We're going to finish off our sweater talk with a few more things next time.
And somebody said something about free patterns. And I love a free pattern. I also love paying for a pattern because it supports the designers that we want to keep knitting and it's part of the industry. But Melissa of Sonder Yarn has a bunch of patterns that are free and amazing. And I've knit a whole ton of them. Oh, this is so funny. I thought this was my Night Blooms. This is another one of my favorite sweaters. So yes, for free patterns, check out those. Just be careful. Just because a pattern's free doesn't mean, I don't know, it doesn't mean it's great. I don't know what you say about that. Just be careful.
It may not have been size tested and for like wearability.
I think it's just good to consider your source too. Like Tin Can Knits, of course, has tons of free patterns. They've been tested. They've been, I don't know what to say about the free pattern thing other than there's other things to consider other than the cost of a pattern, right?
This is the ASMR.
And another one of my other free most worn sweaters is
not
this.
free.
It's not free. It's called the Alpine Bloom.
Yeah, Caitlin Hunter.
Alpine, Autumn Alpine. DK. Color work is in double-stranded mohair.
Love it.
It's because somebody said, "What are your most worn sweaters?" This will now be one of my most worn sweaters.
Yeah, there is a couple of sweaters that just came out over the last week or 10 days that I want to quickly just touch on.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna wrap it up. But we have a few more things we want to talk about next time, like doing the math, and
we're gonna put a pin in it. We're not done with sweaters.
Yeah,
we hope this wasn't chaotic or confusing.
It was experience on where you need to be thoughtful when choosing a sweater and size and how it fits.
Yeah. And it's okay to knit things that don't fit, but then we're going to revisit that. What did I do wrong? Where can I tweak it going forward? And that's what we're hoping that you're getting out of this, that and a lot of it is right up here, the top of your sweater, that fit area. When that fits properly.
Oh, Step by Step is free.
Step by Step is free. That's amazing.
Great.
That's great. I mean, I do love a beginner free pattern to get you into sweater knitting, right?
Yeah. And
but
I love
things like schematics and being like lots of sizes and lots of information and, a tutorial video is amazing if you can get it. So all of that to me is worth paying for. So when that's offered free, then I think that's very generous and amazing too. Yeah. I know Brooklyn Tweed has great patterns. They did a beginner raglan that also had great information.
They totally did.
So I hope that's okay.
Rosy Yoke blouse, a new version came out. It's fingering held with fuzz.
So this is not this is the round yoke.
Yes.
There was a drop shoulder, and then now this is the round. This is so pretty.
Look at this, you guys. This is the same designer as that sweater I just showed.
Is it? Oh, yes, look at that. Okay, this has been knit like crazy. Everybody's knitting the rosy.
This just came out today.
Oh, well, then this is the third one. Because there's another round yoke version of that. Yeah, this is the heavier, maybe a heavier gauge.
Yeah.
So that one.
Okay, good. So that's a brand new version of that, which we love.
So lighter, maybe a lighter gauge.
Okay. The next one is the Bergamot pullover. I thought this was really a great keep in mind we haven't knit these.
Totally different sleeve style. So I love this, even though it's a blank canvas situation. I don't know if it's the right thing to call it that, but to me, when there's no texture, no lace, no whatever, I always call things like a great blank canvas.
This to me looks like a set-in sleeve. It is.
I would love to knit that.
A DK.
Love it. It's beautiful.
With a slimmer sleeve.
And I think, when you knit different styles, unless you fall in love with one and you want to knit it over and over again, I love knitting things that are just a little bit different here, because the sleeve situation is a big part of why we love the sweaters we knit, I think.
This looks like my Target gray sweater that I'm obsessed with. It's the Tain, it's Rebecca Clow, and it just came out.
Stop it. Oh, I love it.
I feel like we should have a knit along for this.
Okay, here's another thing. I have found Rebecca's patterns to have a lot of information in them too.
Look at this.
I've knit a couple. I've knit her Tolstoy. It's amazing.
We're also going to...
Okay, I would love to knit that.
Okay, next time we are going to talk about knit-alongs that we're going to be having and what's going to be our next cast on. Here's
what would be really fun. It would be fun to do a sweater knit along, like in time, right? Where in 2 weeks we'd be at this point, at 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And hopefully people would be okay to keep up with that. It wouldn't be crazy, but wouldn't it be fun to knit it together? Mm-hmm. And at the end,
we all have
one. We could do a little Zoom
Tracie,
situation.
This is such a good idea. Hannah sweater, the round neck. This is petite knit. It's worsted. You guys.
See, I mean, I love these. I'm not going to say blank canvas anymore. I'm just going to say classic, beautiful, which is to me one of the reasons I love a lot of her patterns. They're just so amazing. Yeah. Classic.
So those just came out. I'll have more to share that aren't sweaters. I just wanted to keep it to sweaters. But this Rebecca Clow, the Tain sweater.
Okay, I don't know how I missed
just today
that
Tracie,
was even coming. You guys, I hope you got a tip or two, and
we hope you get as excited as we do when we delve into sweater and what that means.
We're very passionate
for knitters.
My two favorite things to knit are sweaters and socks.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of places in there that you can tweak them to make them your perfect fit. And I do love getting into that. And I hope it wasn't too all over the place.
No. This was great. This gets us very excited.
We're very excited to share what we've learned.
Yeah.
We are by no means, there's a lot of great teachers out there doing sweater fit workshops. And if you have the chance, go for it. Take a class. It's amazing what you can absorb in just a few hours and picking the brain of someone that's knit a lot of sweaters. Mm-hmm. And don't get down on yourself because your sweater didn't fit.
Yeah.
Nobody's first sweater fits.
No.
Right? I mean, maybe they will now that you've got all these amazing tutorials and stuff out there, but I promise you, we all knit something with too big of sleeves and it looks weird, or we've got this big bunchy situation here. Like, it happens to everybody.
There's so much information out there and such beautiful patterns to make knitting, even your first, a very big success.
It is. And you can do it. My last thing was going to be to talk about if you fall in love with something and think, I can do it, it's too advanced for me, I promise you it's not.
Yeah.
It is stitch by stitch, row by row, and you can do it. There's resources everywhere. It's the
Join
way I
our-
got through my
Yes.
colorwork vest.
Join our Ravelry group, you guys. There's so many people out there that are such a wealth of knowledge and are so happy to share their expertise and advice.
Yeah. But you
Ask
can,
away.
You can do it. I promise
Yeah.
you. The most important things are like choosing your size and swatching, and then you've got this.
Yeah.
You have got this. I think I would love to do a little video on our doing how I knit our swatch in the round, because people are like, how do you do that? And I know it's lots of people know, but lots of people don't.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we'll film one of those and stick it on our Instagram, so it's a
love
resource
that.
there for you guys. And
Next time, we're going to finish off this sweater talk, but we're also going to talk about needle storage. There's some really exciting things to talk about.
Yeah. So
New
good.
things.
So
So,
good.
have the best 2
you guys
weeks.
have a good couple of weeks. It is a giant shit show out there, but we're trying to be a soft spot for you to land and a little bit of joy. And we love you. And thank you for being here. Mwah! Take care.